Hello YouTube, Freddie Cardona here. Welcome to another video of Driving and the News with Freddie Cardona, listening to 1010 Wins. Just wanted to preface this video really quick before I start the news. I had a comment on yesterday's video that someone would prefer to see more driving inside of town, meaning Paterson, New Jersey. The only problem with that is that for this particular series, I film it while I'm on my way to work. So you will get mostly highway driving. I don't drive much inside of Paterson when I'm on my way to work because I have to take Route 80 west. Also, my channel is not a specific channel only for Paterson, New Jersey. I do have a playlist called Pride in Paterson where those videos are primarily centered around Paterson, obviously, Hampton obvious. But I also have other series on my channel, and those include driving series, adventure series, some tech reviews. So keep in mind, folks, that my YouTube channel is not only about Paterson. It's got a lot of other playlists. And this playlist for this series is in my Fred Drives playlist. So for any of you that will see for those of you that will see these videos titled Driving in the News, please know that it's not going to be centered in Paterson. It's mainly highway driving. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Let's give you the news.
Officer of Global Network Bank last week.
Or in this case, commercials first.
13 by 327 headsets.
Sometimes commercials, sorry to interrupt, but sometimes even commercials become historic, I guess. Or what's the word? Nostalgic, vintage, classic, right? Not so much radio commercials, but definitely TV commercials. All right, I'm yapping. Let me get you the news.
Between 1953 and 1987, you and your family may be victims of toxic water poisoning. Cancers, birth defects, deadly illnesses have all been linked to the contaminated water. Congress is now holding the government accountable. You could be awarded financial compensation for your suffering, but you must act now. Visit sickvets.com for your free case review by True Law. That's sickvets, like veterans.com. sickvets.com. Visit sickvets.com.
Men over 50, do you find yourself getting up frequently in the night to urinate? Do you have a weak stream or start and stop flow? Millions of men suffer from benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, an enlargement of the prostate. If you have these symptoms, you may qualify for the Butterfly BPH medical study, a clinical study to evaluate a new treatment for BPH. If you qualify, you may receive reimbursement for time and travel. Previously, patients have had to sort through options that involved burning or cutting prostate tissue, taking medication that brought on other symptoms, or just dealing with the discomfort. The Butterfly is a minimally invasive procedure that does not involve any burning or cutting of the tissue and can be done in less than 10 minutes. Find out if you qualify for the Butterfly BPH medical study. Call 332-699-6801. 332-699-6801. That's 332-699-6801. Investigational device limited by federal law to investigational use.
Charging a cell phone can be like getting a booster shot. A booster is given to enhance or restore protection after a primary series vaccination, which wanes over time. Schedule an appointment when you are eligible. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
We have a flash flood warning up for Queens and Nassau County for another hour, so we'll get flooding on streets, sidewalks, poor drainage areas, etc. Otherwise today, clouds and sunny breaks, warm and sticky with a shower on a couple of occasions through the mid-afternoon. And we could get another downpour, high 82. The complete 4-day forecast 2 minutes away. 71 now, partly sunny, some spotty showers, humidity at 97. The winds are east at 8, 71 degrees, and we're going up to 82 in Midtown. I'm Lee Harris, Winds News Time at the Tone, 7:30.
Good morning, I
Susan Richard. As crowds continue to gather outside Buckingham Palace to pay their respects to Queen Elizabeth, long lines of well-wishers are filing past the casket at St. Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh. King Charles flew to Scotland, and first, with his wife Camilla, he met a few of his subjects. Then he addressed Scottish politicians.
If I might paraphrase the words of the great Robert Burns, my dear mother was the friend of man, the friend of truth, the friend of age, and guide of youth.
That's Elizabeth Palmer. Today, the King is heading to Northern Ireland for a service at St. Anne's Cathedral in Belfast. The Queen's coffin will arrive in London later today.
Members of the public are being warned they could face waits of 20 to 30 hours outdoors with few or no possibilities to sit down. They're being asked to dress and behave appropriately with no cameras or phones allowed inside Westminster Hall, where the Queen will be lying in state.
Correspondent Vicky Barker, and we have this just into the 1010 Wins newsroom. The King is now in Northern Ireland. He is greeting crowds outside Hillsborough Castle, the royal residence there. The funeral for the Queen is coming up next Monday. A new round in the debate over congestion pricing. We'll have the latest on that in a minute. First, what a morning. Wins News Time, 7:31. Let's get expanded traffic and transit. Here's Karen Stewart.
I know, it has been what a morning. That kind of exclamation has been shouted by a lot of people here. Right now, keeps the 1010 Wins traffic tip line. Lots of callers about what's going on over on the Cross Island Parkway. The Cross Island Parkway is nightmarish, and all roads into it, too. The Cross Island is stopped pretty much from the southern state to the Throgs Neck Bridge. The Cross Island Parkway has a lot of problems this morning with flooding. We're still dealing with some both ways, like we're closing Utopia Parkway on the Cross Island, again, in either direction. The LIE out of Nassau and the northern state out of Nassau are packed for an extended distance, just trying to get through the Cross Island Parkway. And the LIE, once you get past there, there's not much relief in sight because it's going to be jammed anyway from 188th Street all the way out to Grand Avenue. And we've got eastbound delays out into Grand. We're jammed there as well, flooding issues there too. Now, if you're heading out into Long Island, as I mentioned, the LIE in the northern state are jammed. The southern state into 19, that's a very heavy ride, but the LIRR is on time, and alternate side parking rules and regulations are in effect. And we're sponsored by the Barnes Fern Traffic Tip Line. Call us, 844-JAM-1010. I'm Karen Stewart on 1010 Wins.
I'm attorney Rich Barnes. If you've been in a car crash, choosing the right firm is crucial to get the help you need and the best result possible.
All right, so we got a commercial. So I guess you've heard some of the news there. We have the King doing some traveling into their territories, their realms, their kingdom. Wait a minute.
Clearing the eastern third of Long Island here in the next 20-30 minutes. The residual flooding from those thunderstorms, that same complex that came in, dumped. Our totals now are 2, 3, 4 inches of rain in some of the areas that got hit hard, are still going to allow for the flooding to continue for a while. The thing we're watching, Susan, is whether or not more showers and thunderstorms pop up. We think they will. The question is, do they have some downpours that will further enhance the flooding throughout early afternoon, and is where we're going with those potential showers and thunder showers. Then it dries out. Then it gets amazing for the rest of the week and the weekend. Temperatures low 80s tomorrow, the lower humidity, mid 70s for the last couple of days of the week, and then back into the upper 70s to near 80 for the weekend itself. All those days dry. Now the Allergy Alert Forecast, sponsored by ENT and Allergy Associates. Book your same-day appointment online today. Low level.
Speaking of weather, I don't know if you guys have noticed, since I started doing the driving and news videos, it's always been cloudy, which I guess is a good thing because I'm driving west. I'm sorry, I'm driving east. I think I said I go on 80 west to go to work earlier in the video. I don't drive on west, I go on east. So anyway, when I'm driving east, the sun is in front of me. Oh, hold on. Got some more news.
Pricing.
Council Minority Leader Joe Barilli from Staten Island says the outer boroughs are going to get slammed with traffic with congestion pricing.
It is literally part of the plan to put more traffic on the Cross Bronx Expressway.
In the Bronx with the highest asthma rate in the country, Democrat Bob Holden from Queens says inflation woes will get worse.
So just imagine every time a delivery comes the consumer.
The lawmakers call it a cash grab by the MTA and want Governor Hochul to table the plan. Juliet Papa, 1010 wins at City Hall. Nearly 3 dozen tenants now planning to sue NYCHA for $10 million over the water situation at the Jacob Riis houses. The housing authority says it doesn't comment on pending litigation. The mayor says there is no arsenic. Mayor Adams wants the residents of the Jacob Riis houses in the East Village to know it's okay to drink and bathe in their tap water. The mayor himself has drunk a full glass of the water there, and he said every test possible has been done.
Over 100 plus tests and examinations to see the water, test the water. We could have easily have taken a shortcut, and I said no. We want to make sure the quality of the water is fine.
The mayor said ending the crisis, making sure the water is safe, was his top priority. And next he will focus on who should be held accountable for the arsenic in the water problem. But for now, he reiterated,
The water is fine.
Carol Diori, 1010 Wings News. The federal case against R. Kelly will soon be in the hands of the jury.
Prosecutors say they have presented jury ample proof that R. Kelly abused many girls over many years, and that his hidden side has now come out. In their closing arguments, they pointed to evidence from the key prosecution witness, a woman who used the pseudonym Jane. She testified the singer sexually abused her hundreds of times, beginning when she was just 14. Federal prosecutor Elizabeth Pozzolo says Kelly did degrading things to that young girl to satisfy what she calls R. Kelly's own sick pleasure. Next up, Kelly's attorney, Jennifer Bogine, makes her closing argument. Then after a rebuttal from the prosecution, it'll be the jury's turn to deliberate. I'm Oscar Rose Gabriel.
71 degrees, some sunshine, trying to peek out over Midtown, but we do have spotty showers across the area, and this flash flood warning is still up for Queens and Nassau County.
So back to that weather again. Okay, I'm going to cut this video short here. Quick recap, that Jacob Riis apartment scenario. That was funny because in a previous video while I was listening to the news, somebody in those apartments goes to the mayor, well, Mr. Mayor, if you think that this water is clean, I challenge you to come to the apartments and drink the water yourself. Well, guess what? He did that. He went to the apartments and he had a glass of water from the apartment. So be careful what you wish for. So yeah, anyway, going back to the weather, I was, oh, what is he doing? I guess I'm gonna have to just go around him here. Normally when I'm driving east in the morning, the sun is rising and you get that glare right into the camera. So the fact that it's been cloudy, I guess it's a good thing. So all right, what else? R. Kelly being I guess more stuff is coming out against what he was doing. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video.